Oh, I've got a right good build for you today, our hunters. It's based around some massive burst damage like so, 2 champions in a row, and it's featuring an exotic combo, Gyrfalcons Hauberk and Heartshadow sword. Like I said, it's based around some massive burst damage. Gyrfalcons Hauberk is going to give us a 35% damage increase. The sword is going to give us a 15% debuff, and on top of that, I'm running Fontamite on this build as well, and it's exceptional for farming Master Caiatl in the Duality dungeon. That's the main focus of the build, all based around this. It's not just a sort of build around the sword. I'll show you a full build how to farm this bad boy as well. So a big part of the build is the Gyrfalcons Hauberk, this absolute beauty of a chest piece. What it does, your weapons gain a bonus damage briefly after you emerge from being invisible. It's a 35% damage increase. When you're invisible and defeat a combatant using a finisher, you and your nearby allies gain a reserve overshield. And improved class ability. These reserve overshields can be deployed by using your class ability. So it gives you a nice overshield plus the 35% damage increase. Now this sword, it works absolutely perfect with it. The sword in question is Heartshadow sword. You get this from the Duality dungeon. Remaining invisible grants this weapon increased damage for a brief duration. Hitting a target with these weapon projectile while shot in the dart is active weakens them. It's a 15% debuff for your team, but while shot in the dark is active, you get 25% extra damage. So it's really nice with the Gyrfalcons Hauberk. You're going to be in and out with that invisibility all of the time, proccing that damage via the Hunter subclass. And then we've also got on the bottom there, heavy attacks made with full sword energy also turn you invisible and fire void projectiles. So it's perfect for the Hunter. Going to be getting some massive damage with that Gyrfalcons Hauberk in and out with that invisibility. Super strong for damage, because what it does is debuffing and it's giving you the damage as well, so it's giving your teammates extra damage and you can sort of keep going there as well. Really good for other things as well, like I've already showed you, burst damage like that. You're going to debuff. There's no void burn on this. This is arc burn, so it's really strong. Perfect for champions. If you want to get in there quick, get them smashed and get out of there. Going to have that nice invisibility as well from your hunter. Back to some DPS. Perfect for Master Caiatl, because like I said, it's going to debuff him. Debuff half, for you and your teammates at the same time, except when you've got that shot in the dark active, you're doing an extra 25% extra damage on your sword. So it's super nice, and it works absolutely perfectly on our void hunters because of all the invisibility tricks they can do with a subclass and a fragment setup. Gyrfalcons Hauberk, like I said, and this sword is an absolutely insane combo. It's so strong, fits absolutely perfect on the hunter. And then the other thing that I've got going on with this, I've also got the 35% from the Hauberk. I'm also getting the 25% from the sword, and I'm also stacking Font of Might on there as well, another 25% damage increase by picking up a void elemental. Well, I'm going to break that down for you now, show you exactly how I'm going to do that also. These all stack together. It's such a nice little build, such a nice little combo, perfect for endgame stuff. So this is how I get my Font of Might. I run a mod called Reaping Wellmaker. After activating your class ability, your next void weapon final blow spawns a void elemental well like so, and then when I pick that up, if you look on that bottom left, you're going to see I'm going to get 16 seconds. How I do that is I run Font of Might times 2. I run 2 of them, and I also run elemental time dilation. That allows us to stack the timing of the Font of Might, so a good 16 seconds. And then the loop of play is once you've got that void weapon boost from your Font of Might, go invisible, activate your Hauberk perk and all the sword damage as well, just like that. So it's built around burst damage, and you can do that pretty easily. All that going on is some huge burst damage. Now back to some gameplay. Just watch this overshield that I get from the res and from killing that Scion. I'm running a gun with a perk called Repulsor Brace. Now Repulsor Brace is a sort of perk that come with the void weapons, and it's definitely worth running it in this Master Duality dungeon. It's super nice because you're going to get that nice overshield as well as all your invisibility. Now it works whenever you debuff an enemy and kill him. It's either with your void grenade or your smoke bomb. You're going to get that nice overshield from a void debuff. Hollow Denial is the weapon and I chose him. It's absolutely awesome. It's a Void Trace Rifle, Adaptive Frame, and one of the other perks that I put on there as well as Repulsor Brace was Adaptive Munitions. This weapon adapts its damage output to be more effective against energy shields that don't match its damage type. Now in this Duality dungeon we get Void and Soul shields, and this absolutely chews through both shields like nothing, like a knife through butter. It's absolutely insane, so definitely worth crafting. Repulsor Brace is what we've already touched on, defeating a Void debuff target, grants an overshield that lasts for an improved duration. I put both enhanced perks on there, I love it that much and I highly recommend using this or something with Repulsor Brace for this dungeon. So again, back to some more gameplay now of the actual dungeon. All I'm doing, I found it really easy to be quite honest with you. Using the Hunter, this setup, the way I've got it set up with all the Void fragments aspects, all the invisibility, all the debuffs going, and all that nice overshield whenever you want via Repulsor Brace. So the whole setup, the whole build, I didn't just try to do it off the exotic combo, I've done a total build for this Master Duality dungeon. All the stealthiness from the Hunter, and getting that nice overshield with that adaptive munitions going, just chews through them enemies like nobody's business. It's absolutely crazy. And like I said, back to some DPS now. Perfect the way it's set up with the Hauberk and Heartshadow sword. You're always going to be able to put out a lot of DPS for yourself and improve your teammates' DPS with this setup. So all in all, it's absolutely perfect for this Master Duality dungeon. And what you don't hear a lot about is the actual armor drops from this. They're absolutely insane. Look at this, 65, 67 rolled armor at will, and if you get a good team with this type of setup, you can farm this in about 3 minutes flat once you get it down, and it's totally doable. And if you're not at this level just yet, don't worry, just something to work on for the future, because this artifice armor gives you an extra slot and it's really high stat and it's not going away anytime soon, so it's maybe just something to aim for. And what I'm going to do now is leave a few more clips playing out, and then I'll show you my full build of the way I've got my aspects set up and my fragments on the Hunter. So this is my full setup on my Hunter, the aspects, fragments, etc. And I'll also put a clip in of my mods that I'm running on my armour. Vanishing Step and Trapper's Ambush. Trappered Ambush, activating Quickfold, spend your melee charge and dive to the ground, creating large smoke cloud on impact, which then dissipates. Targets caught in the cloud are weakened and allies are made invisible. But I really like the weakening part of this on top of the invisibility, because once you've got that debuff on them via the Trapper's Ambush, it applies a 15% debuff. It's going to work really nicely with your Repulsor Brace weapons. You're going to get that kill quicker, and then on top of that, it's also going to add extra damage for your teammates. Vortex Grenade is the one that I chose. I found this the best grenade. Snare Bomb, Gambler's Dodge, pretty much the only one I ever run on my Invis Hunter, because just to get that smoke bomb back for the invisibility, so I only ever run that one. Echo of Undermining, your Void Grenades weaken targets, again 15%. With the Trapper's Ambush, we're going to be able to debuff enemies anytime you want, plus the sword, so it's crazy debuffing as well. Echo of Obscurity, Finisher, Final Blows grant invisibility, and then Echo of Persistence, Void debuffs applied to you. In particular, the invisibility, they have increased duration. So that's everything. And then just to sort of finish it off with a few last clips on how aggressive and how fast you can kill things with this sort of setup. Again, I've said it a couple of times, but burst damage personified, all built around burst damage. Look at that, just gone. And this is pretty tanky. And again, just to clarify, this is just arc burn, there's no void burn on here, so the sword's doing some work. I hope you found the video good. Have a great day, let me know what you think.